In a small village surrounded by hills and trees, there lived a cheerful little boy named Arish. He was just 5 years old, full of imagination, and always barefoot. Arish wasn't alone. His best friends were Simba, a wise old ginger cat who always spoke in yawns and riddles. Bolt, a playful brown dog who chased butterflies and barked at rainbows. They lived in a cozy cottage with a red roof and a big window that opened toward the sky. Arish loved watching the clouds. He'd lie on the grass, hands behind his head, dreaming of riding them like horses. "Look, Simba," he'd shout. "That one looks like a dragon. And that one looks like my tail on a bad hair day," Simba replied lazily. Bolt barked in agreement, then tried to chase a cloud shadow across the field. But one afternoon, something strange happened. The sky darkened. Not the scary kind of dark. It shimmered with silver light. The wind whispered. The clouds came lower and lower until they floated just above the ground. Then plop! A small, puffy cloud landed right in front of Arish. The cloud blinked. Yes, it blinked. It had 2 shiny eyes and a glowing smile. "Hello, dreamer," the cloud said, in a bubbly voice. "I'm Nimbus." Arish's eyes lit up. "Fly. On you. Only if your heart is light and your dreams are big," Nimbus giggled. Without thinking, Arish climbed on the cloud's back. Simba leaped up beside him, curling his tail neatly. Bolt wagged his tail and jumped on, too. Swoosh! In a burst of silver dust, they shot up into the sky, higher than birds, higher than kites, even higher than the tallest trees. The wind danced in their hair and fur. The sky sparkled with tiny stars, even though it was still daytime. They soared over lakes, villages, and mountaintops. Arish spread his arms. "I'm flying," Nimbus laughed. "You're not just flying. You're riding a dream." Soon, they entered a magical place above the clouds called the Sky Fields. The Sky Fields had floating rain puddles, rainbow bridges, and fluffy cloud animals playing tag. But something was wrong. The rain fountain, the one that made rain for the whole world, had stopped working. The sky was dry. The clouds were thirsty. "Without rain, the trees will cry," Nimbus said sadly. "The flowers will sleep. Even the rivers will forget how to dance. It needs someone kind, brave, and pure-hearted to fix it." "It's a child who believes in the sky." Sounds like a job for the smallest human we know. "Why did it stop?" Arish asked. "Tell me what to do." Simba stretched. Arish stood up bravely. Nimbus took him to the heart of the sky, where the rain fountain sat, tall and silent. Arish reached out and placed his little hand on the fountain. Then he closed his eyes and whispered, "I wish for rain, not for me, but for the trees, the flowers, the animals, and everyone who dances in puddles." A single drop rolled down the fountain. Then another, suddenly. Whoosh! The rain fountain burst open like a waterfall in the sky. Rainbows popped up, like popcorn. Raindrops danced through the clouds, falling gently to the earth below. The sky sang. The wind cheered. Nimbus twirled in circles. "You did it, Arish." Bolt barked and chased a falling rainbow. Simba, soaked but proud, licked his paws. "Well done, tiny hero." Back down on Earth, the village kids laughed and played in the rain. Flowers opened wide. The rivers sang again. Arish looked down, then at Nimbus. "Can we go home now?" Nimbus smiled. "Of course. But the sky will always remember you." They flew back through clouds and mist, gliding smoothly down until the cloud landed softly near Arish's window. The rain was still falling, but this rain felt like magic. Arish hugged Nimbus. "Thank you." Simba meowed. "Let's not do that every day. I'm not a big fan of wet fur." Bolt barked twice and shook his body like a sprinkler. Nimbus vanished into the sky, leaving behind a tiny silver feather, glowing softly in Arish's hand. I fixed the rain, and I learned the sky listens. If your heart is full of love. That night, Arish wrote in his little journal, "Today I flew in the sky." He placed the silver feather next to his bed. Outside, the rain fell gently. Inside, a boy, a dog, and a ginger cat dreamed of clouds, kindness, and a world where even the sky says thank you.